Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is George, and if it's your first time here, I mess around with Japanese cars, drifting, builds, manual conversion, etc. It's been quite a while, so I've got loads of catching up to do. Thank you for staying subscribed if you are a subscriber, and if not, and Jap stuff is what you're up to, please consider subscribing. So I've got quite a few projects to go through maintaining the drift car, so let's have a look. So today, as the thumbnail suggests, we are going to be working on this Bluebird and turning it into, as you saw from the thumbnail, turning it into a Kaido Racer. Kaido Racer or Kaido Racer, I'm not entirely sure, correct me how to say it properly, is, you know, that typical Japanese look, slammed on the floor, oil cooler. But what I want to do, because obviously I can't be exactly painting a car for £4,000, a car that's worth 500 quid, gonna be making it into like an abandoned race car look. I think it's gonna look quite good. Let me try and adjust the lights. There you go. So that's something we're gonna be doing today, okay? When I say we, I mean you and me. Now this bad boy, if you can't tell, that's my PS13, and these absolute stunners are going on there with an air ride. It's got half a spray job done, just need to put it back together hopefully in a couple of weeks time. New body kit, which is hiding all painted up here. And then I've got this behind me, what is a Nissan Zafiro A31, quite a rare one. It is an automatic, but it is a four-wheel drive. Same running gear as you would find in the automatic GT4s, Skylines, and the R32 GTRs as far as I'm concerned. And obviously the drift car, which does need a little bit of work. Now, I just want to give you an update on where I want this channel to go. Hopefully you like it, let me know. But before I do that, obviously still got the Mark II. Mark II waiting for the engine transmission. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Now I love drifting and I want to be really good at it. I've been drifting for about 10 years and let's be honest, I'm not great. So I did go drifting without recording a video with the S13. I had a blast. And I think the reason being is, because obviously I go by myself mainly, I just haven't got a lot of friends. Oh dear. So concentrating on the driving and recording the videos is quite a lot. So I decided to go without recording and I had an absolute blast. Plus, I think someone mentioned it, there is a lot of YouTube stuff nowadays where professional drivers, someone like James Deans, etc., who's probably arguably the best competition driver in the world, at least in the West, has got a YouTube channel. So why would someone watch me drift when you can watch him, etc. So I will be concentrating the channel on the builds rather than the drifting. Obviously, you know, if there's something cool like a Dory Fest, which I'm hoping to get tickets, or the Matsuri in Wales, so I'm hoping to get tickets for that. So yeah, obviously I'll take the camera there and we'll have a blast. But when it comes to a normal practice day, I just can't see it being viable for me and for the channel as well. Now, in order of business, we're gonna do, as I said, this one today, smash it, drive it, enjoy it, and I will be selling it. Need to get some money back. The hard stuff has been done. Slammed on a custom coilovers from Ukraine, I think, and an amazing SSR Mark Is. So it's just the easy bits, trying to paint it with a rust paint, you know, do some livery on there, chin spoiler, but we'll go through that. And then the PS13 next, put the body kit on, try and polish it up, the air ride, not sell it, enjoy it. Then the Zafiro, fix it up a little bit, do a little bit of paint work, coilovers, slam it on the floor. Now this is the wheels for the Zef. These are Auto Stars, and I've got some rotors. Nice. Now, I always fancied having the different wheels on each side of the car, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Same spec, same offsets, etc. Obviously the weight might be a little bit different, same tire, just one side's going to look different to the other. But let's crack on with the Bluebird, and I'm going to show you what bits we've got to make it look like a Kaido Racer. So every Kaido Racer has to have a subway ring, then some number plates, Japanese style, so we're going to take these off, then little pinstriping for the rear lights, some stickers, there's the sun strip, trailer lights for the number plate to make it look a bit more JDM, then is it a front lip? This is for a Mark II Gold, so hopefully that's going to work. Some race number stickers. Then we've got again, when I say we, I mean you and me, fender mirrors. So I'm gonna be ditching those, and then an oil cooler. And after all that's done, got some rust paint to try and, you know, give it a little patina on the edges there. All right, let's put some stickers on. Okay, so stickers done on the back, just the top of the light. I thought I'll try. It actually does look quite nice. A little, what do you call it, a little cross on the headlights. The obligatory Tokyo little subway ring. Now take off the number plates. I think I'm gonna leave them off for the painting. And I'll put it on a ramp and try the chin spoiler. Let's have a look at the car, what it looks like at the moment. Okay, so it's actually coming together, even just like this. So that's really quite cool. Next thing is an oil cooler. I think that will have to do. It's obviously not going anywhere. It's just for show. Couple of pipes hanging up there. Ideally a little bit bigger, but this was on a budget. Slowly getting there. I took the oil cooler off again to so we can paint it nicely. Now I've got a rust paint. I just want to give it a little bit of patina in sort of on the edges, etc. That means degreasing the car first, masking what we don't want to paint, and paint it. It is with a brush. I wanted it in the spray can, but the paint shop tried and the paint sort of curdled, so we're not entirely sure what's it based on. It's not solvent based. It's obviously not water based, otherwise it would rust. So not entirely sure, but yeah, let's clean the car up with the panel degreaser and then mask it up and then open up the paint can. so at this very moment, it looks a little bit ridiculous, but I reckon once the paint is dry, I'm gonna get a scouring pad and try and hide all the brush marks, and then put the activator on there, and I reckon it's gonna be mint. I don't think this turned out too bad. Once that dries and it's sort of fully rusty, get a scouring pad on it, sort of not clean up the edges, but make it a little bit more like a patina. So we've got the rear number plate and the rear lights to do, and the front wings, and I want to slam the front a little bit down. So we're gonna pick that up hopefully tomorrow, see how I get on with time. But for now, so it's been a couple of days, the car has rusted over a little bit. After sort of looking at the car, I'm not super keen on these stickers. I just think they look a little bit forced. So I think I'm gonna take them off, which will leave a sort of unrusty patch, which will suggest that that once was a racing sticker. So I think that's gonna look quite good. I'm gonna get a sandpaper on it, and I'm just gonna sand some of the rust, try and make the patina to look a little bit more natural. And then let me just spin around so I'm not in the sun. And then we've got the wing mirrors to put on. Slap them on there. I want to lower the front and maybe the back a little bit, and then the rear number plate, and the car should be ready. Let's crack on. Right, now seeing the sticker off on the other side, I think it looks good. The only thing is, on the other side of the door, it's a lot shinier than this, so I'm going to try and maybe sand that, this blank a little bit to try and match the other side. Alright, let's put it on the ramp, let's lower the suspension, and then do the number plate. So these are custom coilovers from someone in Ukraine, I've been informed, and they are proper adjustable coilovers. When I say adjustable, we'll see about that, where obviously the preload is different to the ride height. So let's see if we can crack this open or not. Just make sure I'm going the right way. Is that right? Okay, that's good. All right, this is obviously something you should never do to a coilover. There you go, nice. So theoretically, whatever you do here will equal just about this bit here. All right, so this is 21mm, it might be a bit too much. Just make sure we do the same, both sides. There you go. What's that? Nearly 20mm, 20, no, 18, Now let's see if we can move the whole coilover. That seems a bit easier, that's good. Oops. Let's put some spray on there. Now's the time to check the other side if it's also free, but it should be all right. These should be a little bit tighter there, but just go check the other side for the preload or the lack of preload. Okay, all right, so obviously it's self-explanatory. Just do it up and then lock it in. Okay, and that should be it. Now obviously let's do the other side. Okay, so car is lowered, obviously showed you one corner, quite self-explanatory. Now I'm going to tackle the wing mirrors because there's still wheel arch there. So I'm going to do the wing mirrors. I'm going to be putting these on. They are from Malaysia and they've got two little bolts that have to go through the wing. So I need to take the arch liner off because it still has it in there, and then gonna put the wheels back on, lower it and see where we sit. So the wing mirrors, an actual wing mirrors, not something that's called the wing mirror, is actually on the door, going to go just in front of the front wheel. I took the arch liner off to have a look, and as you can see on that, just there, nice little flat surface. So let's drill some holes. So I've used this bolt as a reference for the rear bolt. You can see a couple of little paints, dots of paints which I've put on the ends there. Camera wasn't recording, which was great. So now we can just drill these holes and hope for the best. Now, if this was a normal car, you would want to paint and protect it. As this isn't a normal car, we won't worry. It's quite far apart, great. Maybe instead of playing it all fancy, I'm doing little dots of paint, just gonna wing it on the other side. Now I reckon. All right, nice. It's a little bit awkward, but nothing I can't handle. Always awkward. Okay, a little dugga, click, click. Just a gentle aga. Don't want to snap it and knacker it. One. Fantastic. Now I'll put the wheel arch back on, do the other side. Okay, so wing mirrors done. Obviously got to remove the old ones and then figure out some sort of blanking plate. Car is lowered on all four corners, so I'm just gonna lower it on the ground. Don't forget, it's not gonna be quite where it's gonna be sitting because it's got these little ramps underneath, otherwise the ramp doesn't fit under the car, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna lower it and then we're gonna drive it forward, take the wing mirrors off and figure out the rear lights to make it look more like an import. And then we're done, drive it around, maybe wash it. I don't know, do we wash a car like that? And take some cool photos. That's it. I'm really curious to see where the car's gonna sit. Okay, come on. What's going on here? So I think the rear is okay. Just make sure it doesn't sit on the ramp. No. Okay, so I think in reality, we need to slant the front more. Could be worse. Okay, so this is as low as the front can go properly because as the shocks wind in, they start to rub on the CV boot. So this is as low as it can go without changing the preload on the spring. Okay, so I assume it will settle a little bit, maybe. Let me see. Nice. Okay, let's remove the wing mirror. There'll probably be some cables which I'm gonna cut off rather than taking the door car, because let's be honest, I don't think anyone will be putting this car back together. But if they do, I will be cutting the cables. Not quite by the mirror, maybe just a little bit further so they do They can join it if they want, but I don't think this car is ever making it into a brand new condition again. When I say brand new, I mean stock. Oh, okay, fair enough. So there's no cable on this side. Maybe it's been changed at some point because I'm pretty sure the driver's one is electric. Okay, and now we need to try and find something to blank this. I'm thinking like a matte black piece of plastic. Okay, so I found the old number plate plinth and I made a cardboard template. Obviously for the other side, just gonna flip it over, mark it up. Nice, not something I'm particularly proud of, but it'll do the job. Let's just degrease everything. Hopefully that's it. A little bit more here. Nice. Do you know what? I'm actually quite impressed by that. Maybe apart from this. So to make it look a little bit more like an import, I think there is a car somewhere in Japan that uses the same sort of taillight setup. I know they're quite expensive. I don't even know what they're called, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm just gonna mount an import size plate. So I'm gonna put it in the corner and I'm gonna bend it a little bit up so it closes. And then I've got these trailer lights, which I'm gonna put on each side and wire them in instead of the existing lights here. And that will be it. Straight it in using self-tappers. Of course, that's how we roll. Nice. Let's see what these are about. Just open it up with 2 Phillips, and then I think we're just gonna send it again with a self-tapper. Okay, then you can slide this on top of it. Just a normal trailer light. Precision. All right, before I wire it, just want to show you what it looks like. Thank you for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video. The car is now done. It is going to be for sale. I've taken on a bit too many projects, and this one is just gotta go. It's just something I always wanted to do. So now it's done. I think it does look pretty cool. There she is. I was hoping to get about 4 grand for the car. I bought it for probably a bit too much. So I don't think 4 grand is unreasonable for one of them. It is a clean car, even though it does look quite rusty. So if you're interested, please do hit me up. It is based in the UK if you're watching abroad. Now, if you want to support the channel, please do visit the merch. Nice quality clothing that looks cool, as well as like, subscribe and all that. And in the next videos, a little bit more serious, we're going to be diving into the PS13 and finally doing the air ride on there. And she's a keeper. We're going to keep the car. And after the PS13, going to be doing the 200 SX drift car version 2. Originally it was a truck car. I converted it to a drift car, but it's not quite, it's nearly there but not quite there. I went drifting in it. I did not record a video, reason being I really wanted to focus on the seat time and find out whether it's me or the car. Turns out it is a bit of a both. So that's going to be a big build in the coming months. And we also got the Safiro to do, as well as Penny, who's the little mini of my wife's, got to tackle that as well. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.